everybody? It is your boy Arrows, and we are here with another Dragon Ball Super Deck profile. We are showing off my take on Beerus. I love this deck. We got a couple games in with it, with this build, which is fantastic. I love this deck. It has so much potential. Beerus is a threat when he's unawakened, because on our turn he's a 20,000 leader who has critical. And then when we finally do awaken, we're dropping stuff by 10,000. Taking our opponent's combo pieces off the board if they're playing them, like their one drops and stuff. Fantastic deck. But let's get into the deck and show you guys what we're running with. So we got the leader Beerus. Like I said, on our turn he's plus 5,000. We don't get to draw a card when we attack with him, but honestly we're critical, so we don't really care. And when our life is at 4 or less, we draw a card. And we flip them over to this Beerus. When we finally get to draw a card, we lose critical, but we finally get to draw a card. And then activating our main once per turn, we can choose one of our opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 10,000 power for the turn. We have a lot of combo cards that combo up really nicely with this to get threats off the field. So getting into our battle cards, we're running 4 copies of Whis from Awakened Pulse. This Whis is fantastic. He is a 1-drop, 10,000. Combos for 5,000. Activate main once per turn. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards, and he gets minus 5,000 for the turn. Really good early game for taking out opponent's cards that draw that they're going to use the combo. Anything else they want, any 1-drops they want to play that they're going to use the combo off, we can blow it up. Any 1-drop blockers, I know Broly decks like to play the Shimotions because they're easy to drop with Paragus. Gets rid of them really easily. 4 copies of Margarita from the Angel from Universe 11. 1-drop, 10,000 plus with a 10,000 shield. On play, if our leader is awakened, choose one of our battle cards and gets plus 10,000 for the turn. This is really good late game when we have a bunch of energy and we might not maybe want to play like our heavy hitting cards right away, like our Double Striker Goku. We can drop this, make something else a really big threat as long as we're awakened, and push for a good damage. 4 copies of the starter deck Whis. On play, choose one of our opponent's battle cards. It gains and it loses minus 5,000 for the turn. 5,000 combos for 10, kind of like opposite of the other Whis. This is only available when we play it though. We don't have constant access to it, but it is a really good little combo effect when comboed up with the Beerus. I just said combo a lot. Getting our 2-drops, we're running 4 copies of Hit. We have 3 of this copy and 1 of this beautiful alternate art copy. I love this copy. When attacking, add 1 card from your life to your hand and choose one of your opponent's battle cards. It loses 5,000 for the turn. This is why I like playing this card when we go second, because it's a big body on the field that our opponent is going to have a hard time getting off the field depending on what they're playing that early in the game. Early self-life take to get us closer to awakening, and we can get a threat off the board that they're going to combo with. Really good card. I like using this on the opening turn if we can. 2 copies of Fua. 2-drop, 5,000 combos for 10,000. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 15,000 for the turn. Really good card. Also, again, late game comes up very nicely with Beerus to get certain things off the field. This is my other favorite turn 2 play. If we're going second. Caulifla, 20,000 combos for 5,000, 2-drop, critical. We love criticals. There's a good number of criticals in this deck. Really good. Puts our opponent on edge, makes them have to guard early, potentially wasting cards in their hand so they don't lose the cards from their life, and so they go in the discard. And then on play, another Self Awakener. Really good. Going into our 3-drops, we are running 3 copies of Catopesla. 20,000, 3 plus 10,000 on the shield. So when we play it, when we attack, and when it gets KO'd, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gains minus 5,000 for the turn. This is really good. It's not once per turn, so we can play it, minus them by 5, use Beerus' ability if we're awakened, minus it by 10, attack, minus it by 5. That's 20,000 takeoff. That's real good. And if he gets KO'd, we do it again. 3 copies of Son Gohan Adolescence. This is a Saiyan Earthling Universe 7 Tournament of Power. Whew. We have 2 of the regular arts and 1 of this amazing looking alternate art. Permanent on our turn, if our leader's awakened, we gain 5,000. Nice pressure late game. When attacking, add up to 1 card from our life to our hand. Then choose one of our opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 15 for the turn. Again, lots of minusing. And it's really cool because when you... certain things that are prevented from KO, from being KO'd, like a lot of yellow stuff, when the one-drop Bulma is rested, stuff can't get KO'd. This gets around that because we're just dropping his power and it's KOing itself. I found that out in one of the games we played with Universe 7 a while back. My other 3 drops, we got 3 copies of the 20,000. This is from Raging Roar Beerus. On play, add 1 card from your life to your hand. Again, we have a lot of self-awakening in this deck, so it's not really optimal for our opponent to try to keep us at 5. Another 10,000 shield. Lots of those in this deck, too. Add up to 1 life to your hand. We already talked about that. In the main, we can pay 1, place this card in its owner's drop. If your leader has God of Destruction, which we do because we're Beerus, in its special traits, you can play 1 Beerus with 35,000 power from our hand. That is, of course, obviously the 5-drop, which is really, really good. We'll talk about that in a minute. We can play this, attack, maybe get some damage, activate its effect if we have the energy for it, get rid of it, drop the 35,000 Beerus. Good stuff. We're also running 2 copies of the starter deck Beerus. This is another really good turn 3 play. Gives something else plus 5,000 for the turn, one of our other battle cards. Critical, we love critical. We want our opponent to have to force guard these so that they drop cards early, and then we can hit them with more critical later, because we have a lot of critical in here. I only have 2 because I only have 2. I haven't bought... if I really wanted to, I could get a Goku starter deck, and we could have 3, but it's not. It's fine. 2 copies of the secret rare Goku from set 1. 4-drop, 30,000, no combo. This is why we're not running more than 2. It's a really good card, but this is why we're running the 2. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards that gets minus 15,000 power for the turn. When this card KOs an opponent's battle card, deal 1 damage to your opponent. If we're in a point where our opponent has a lot of cards in hand and they're really short on life, though, and they have like 1 life left, we can play this. We can use the Beerus' ability to lower by 10,000, use this to lower by 15, and then we can go in on something that's relatively weaker than the leader and maybe get some wins like that. I have picked up quite a few wins in our Universe 7 deck with this Goku, and of course, look at that. I love the energy ball going on the other alternate art. 1 copy of Kefla from Blazing Aura, because we can only have 1 copy of Kefla. 20,000, 4-drop, 10,000 shield. Permanent, if our leader's awakened, she gains 5,000. That is permanent for all turns, not just our turn, which is really cool. On play, draw a card, then play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 3 or less and tournament of power in its special traits from our hand. I like comboing this up with this Gohan. I love comboing this up with this Gohan. It's also really good depending on when we play it with Caulifla or Catablessa. It depends on what we want to do, but this is my favorite play right here. This with this Gohan, because it puts extra pressure on the board, especially if we're awakened, because that's an extra 5,000 on each of them, so they're both 25,000 on our turn. And then this Gohan has the ability, we can add a card from a life to a hand, then choose one of your opponent's battle cards and gets minus 15. So lots of good stuff with this combination. I really like it. 2 copies of the 4-drop Gohan, another critical. This is from the starter deck. I have a 3rd copy of it, but I don't know if I want to run a 3rd copy of it. I really like it at the 2 right now. Critical, we love criticling. And when attacking, choose up to 1 of our opponent's battle cards that gets minus 10,000 for the turn. Really good card, pretty straightforward. 3 copies of the Beerus from Awakened Pulse, the 5-drop, 35,000, 5, 0 shield, which isn't optimal, but it is what it is. Another critical. On play, we can start a card from a hand, choose all of our opponent's battle cards with 25,000 power or less, and KO them. We have more than enough ways of dropping a couple of things a turn. If we play this Beerus right, then we can do a really nice board wipe. 3 copies of Son Goku. This is the double striker from the starter deck. Double strike inflicts 2 damage instead of 1. And then choose it to 1 of our opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 20,000 for the turn. This is a game ender, as are most double strikers I find in the Fusion world right now. They're just kind of like, they sit in the hand until they're ready to be dropped, and then they drop. And of course, we have 4 copies of our super combo. When you use this card in the combo for hand, we get an additional plus 10,000 power on our opponent's turn, but it is 10,000 on our turn, so we can use it to hit for big damage with some of our other cards if we're looking to close it on game. Only 2 extras. We are running 2 copies of Assemble Representatives of Universe 7. On the main, we can look at the top 5 cards of our deck, reveal up to 1 card with Universe 7 and a special trait, and add it to our hand. We have a lot of Universe 7 in this. Outside of the Kettleblessas, the Kefla, the Cauliflas, and the Hit, and the 1 and 2 drop Angels, Supreme Kai and Angels, whose name I cannot, Makarita and Fua. Almost everything in here is Universe 7. Fun fact: you can also use this to get another Universe 7. I don't know why you would though. And then if we activate in the battle on our turn, we choose one of our leaders or our battle cards. It gets plus 15,000 power. So we don't really need to use this to search. We can play it in the battle to give anything on our field an additional plus 15, which adds for extra pressure. So we're going to get in some games. I'll see what we played against. We got a couple of games here for you, just to really show what this deck can do. So let's just jump into them. All right, so for our first game, we are playing against, looks to be Goku of some sort, which I know isn't really helpful. It is the Universe 7 Goku, the one that gives plus 5 to everything. So let's see. So I believe we opted to go second here. This game we got to go second, which was really nice. Really good hand, really early pressure. We have Kefla, which is really nice. We can apply some nice early pressure. They didn't have anything on their first turn. No. They play. I don't know why they played Vados. But it is what it is. We're gonna go into Fua on our first turn. Get rid of that Vados. I don't know what they were gonna do with it, but combo off the Fua, give ourselves a 30,000 hit. Probably almost always gonna hit with that. Early game pressure, critical. This comes their turn. I have a really good hand here. We've got Whis that we can play. We have Caulifla on our next turn. We're gonna charge the Gohan, play the Caulifla. Get a Supreme Kai out of life. Can't go wrong with that. They take this, which is very surprising because they had. Although I think the Android only shields for 5. No, the Android shields for 10,000, so I don't know why they didn't take the Android. But early pressure, we've hit them twice for damage, and they don't have any extra cards in hand because we were able to hit those criticals, and we made them guard on the Beerus, which is fantastic. They play a Beerus of their own. This Beerus has critical. I believe I opt to take this hit. They comboed. I'm not going to take. And I believe we lost. We lost another Fua, which isn't, honestly, it's nothing. Easy. I do opt to protect the Caulifla. They only have 1 card in hand. If we can hit some criticals, we're in a really good position here. So we're going to charge the Goku, the double strike. We're going to play the Gohan. I love this Gohan. It's such a fun play. We're going to attack into the Goku. Get a hit, which is really good. Drop the Android down. We're gonna get the Android off the field. He comboed into the Android. I don't understand why. I don't think he realized that its attack was dropped. That's my only thing that I can think of with that. Beerus is gonna go into Beerus. We did that because I don't want him. I would like for him to self-awaken. If he's only got 1 card in hand, on it, he has to charge. He opts to take out our Gohan. Honestly, that's not the end of the world. We got no problem. We'll take this easy. Now we can awaken, and now we can do crazy cool awakening things. Now we get to awaken. We drew into another double striker on our awakening, which is fantastic. Drew into the Goku. We're going to charge that Goku. cut its attack by 15. By 10, I mean. I'm gonna play this Gohan. This Gohan has critical, so we're gonna go into Goku, and we're gonna get off a critical hit, which is amazing. Like, we've hit this player for so much critical right now. Like, I don't understand why they didn't awaken here. I don't understand why they didn't awaken. I have a feeling this person is new to the game. Take out their Goku. We don't want to give them any more cards in hand. We're in a really good position here. They didn't awaken for some reason. They have no cards in hand. Now they're going to awaken. I don't understand why they didn't awaken on our turn when we were attacking. Sorry, that's my bad. This isn't the starter deck Goku. This isn't the tournament Goku. It's the starter deck Goku. They also didn't attack me, which I don't understand either. We're going to play this Whis. We're going to drop this by 20,000. We're going to drop this by 10,000 because now it's in range for Gohan that we can attack and we can get rid of it. So our opponent can't combo with it. Combo in with the Gohan just to guarantee get that crit. Get that guaranteed crit. We love those guaranteed crits here. Draw into another Whis, which is amazing. Honestly, we could have comboed into that still. But at this point, they have 0 cards in hand. They have 2 life. We're really not worried about anything that they're going to be able to do to us. They play a Basil. They don't get anything, which is awesome for us. We got no problems taking this hit. Gives me a Kefla, which is amazing. Charge the hit. Get rid of Basil. Not that it matters at this point. It's kind of academic here. Hit the attack. Ideally, I could have just attacked with the Gohan and the Kefla here and still have won. Gonna play our Kefla now. Bring out Caulifla because it just adds extra pressure. But at this point, we're just, yeah. I know they can't stop us, but it's the end of the game. We want to be flashy. This person was bronze 4, I believe, when we played, so they're not new to the game. Well, they're probably new to the game, but they're not new to, like, the mechanics of the game, so I don't know what happened, but let's get into the next game. All right. So that was, yeah, that last game was also my bronze to silver game, which was awesome. So now we're up against Goku GT. Honestly, this is the easier of the 2 black decks to face. I think Bardock is a much harder deck to play just because Bardock can do so much more, I find, to us. So we're going first this game. Our hand is honestly not optimal. I would have much preferred to go second here. So we're just going to charge a Fuwa and pass. This was a great going second hand, because then we could have played the Fuwa. So we're going to take a hit. It is what it is. Going to draw into a 3-drop Beerus. Not terrible. He's going to play Goku. It's his draw card. I kind of want to build black, but I need to get set 3 codes. We drew into a hit, which is going to be good for us. This is going to let us apply extra added pressure. I'm playing the hit first before we attack, so I can get rid of that combo piece and hopefully get 2 shots in here. He's going to let hit go through. Honestly, I would have preferred to have a Caulifla here. because we could have pressured on with the critical, but it is what it is. We're still gonna get we could have pressured with double critical. We're still gonna get one critical off here with Beerus, which is awesome. Yeah, we're still gonna get one crit off with Beerus. Can't go wrong with that. He's gonna just attack us. Honestly, we'll take it. I want to wait against this deck. I think I want to awaken quicker, as quickly as possible. Plays the Goku, draws again. Such a good card. We're gonna charge the hit. Oh yeah, we play a Whis because we can get everything off the board still. I'm gonna pop the Goku. I think I made the mistake. Yeah, I messed up the attack order here. I attacked with the Beerus first, and I should have attacked with the hit. Then I could have gotten rid of the Hercule and made him guard more out of his hand. So that was a mistake on my part. I should have attacked him with the hit first, because then we could have gotten the card in hand. We would have 5,000 less on the attack, and I still would have been able to awaken. So that was just kind of a missed sequence of events on my part. Just a missed sequence of events. We're gonna play a second hit. I don't need to do anything for it. There's no point in playing taking an extra life, get him down to 1. Yeah, so I missed time. I missed sequence that, but it's still fine. It's still good. He has a lot of cards in hand, though. That's not good for us because we are sitting on like 2-0 blockers in the 2 double strikers. Now he awakens. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I think in order to play black, though, I'd want to build both Bardock and Goku. We block into that. I'm kind of like, we have to be careful with this deck because it can do so much. I really got to sit and think about how I want to play what we play here. So get another hit in hand. That's not the greatest. They have a lot of cards still. We're gonna 10 times Kamehameha, get rid of both of our hits. Both of our hits got hit. At the last turn, because they used the marker, they get to go back. But we're at 4 now. I'm going to drop that. Attack. We drew into our 3-drop Beerus. This is amazing because I'm sitting at 4 energy right now. So I can play this 3-drop Beerus. I can attack into the Goku. And then I can use our other energy to drop the 5-drop Beerus to my hand. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the 3-drop Beerus. I'm going to attempt to attack the Goku. I believe he lets this slide. No, he's going to combo this one, which is fine. It's okay. Honestly, we're wasting more cards out of his hand, which is honestly amazing. And we are going to get to drop our 5-drop Beerus. And this is good because it's also going to take out the secret rare Goku because we lowered his attack power with Beerus. So even though he has a ton of cards in hand, I feel really good about how we're doing right now because we're able to put some extra pressure here. He guards, but honestly, at this point, that's okay. He's at 3 energy, and we've already dropped a 5-drop on the field, so I'm not overly, concerned right now. I have 2 Supreme Kais in hand if he drops a Bardock before I'm early. We're good. We'll take this hit. The 4-drop Gohan is interesting. It might be a little bit too late, though. He plays as Trunks. Trunks gets a plus 10,000 if there's an energy marker on the field. There wasn't, but Goku's going to give him plus 10,000 with its ability. Alright. So he's comboing the double pair of paras. He really does not want to take these criticals because he's starting to get low on cards, which is fine. But we have 5 energy, and we drew into the Secret Rare Goku. We're going to use the Secret Rare Goku here, I believe is what I do. Because it's going to enable us to get this Trunks off the field and still do a damage for this turn. but it's going to take him down to 5,000. He's not, he's going to need to combo 35,000 to save this. No, 30,000 to save this, which is going to be a lot of cards in hand, so he's just going to take it. I find with the Goku, you're going to get the Goku, the secret rare off a lot more often than not, especially in this deck compared to the Universe 7 Goku deck, because you're able to do more attack dropping, which means you're going to hit, like that case where we were 7,000 to 5. That to like 30,000 to 5,000. So we're going to get that off for sure. Plays Kakarot, gets an energy counter, because that's going to give him plus 30. It's going to give him another 10,000 from the Trunks. Gives him another 40. It's really cool. Like, just good. This Goku deck is good, but it's not as good as Bardock. We're going to lose our Goku, which is fine. It did its job. This is a little annoying, the Para brothers, because it stops our Beerus from attacking on the next turn. There's still been no Bardock yet, so we're gonna charge the Beerus, play Universe 7, get another Supreme Kai, which is fantastic. We're gonna get rid of the Para. Now, honestly, what I could have done here is I could have played the Gohan first. And I could have gotten rid of that Kakarot, so he wouldn't have been able to combo with it. But we're going to play the Double Striker. We're going to drop the Trunks' power by 20,000. And then we're going to get rid of it. I believe in my thought process here, he's got 2 cards in hand. We're probably not going to see Bardock. And if we do, Bardock's not going to do much to me. So he doesn't charge, he doesn't combo, which honestly he probably would have won here if he had comboed. Because I would have had to combo the Kefla or one of the Supreme Kais. Here comes the Bardock. So here he combos to 40,000. I opt to go with the double Supreme Kai because he's got 1 card in hand and we have Kefla. So we're going to go critical into the Goku. He's only got 1 card in hand, so he's going to tap to take it. We're going to play our Kefla, and we're going to play our Caulifla to apply that apply that extra pressure now. We have another critical order on the board. We're gonna go into the Goku. He's gonna combo with his only combo piece, which is fantastic for us. We haven't attacked with Beerus yet, so we're gonna get another card. So we're gonna guarantee get life out of this. I opted for the Beerus here instead of the Kefla. It's sequencing because the Kefla is 25,000 with the 5K in the hand, that's 30,000. It's more than likely you're going to get through. So that's Beerus. I love this deck. It's so good. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Let me know what else you want me to play. I'm still looking into getting some set 3 codes, some more set 1 codes, because I need like 1 or 2 more of the double striking androids to like really play around with green. Don't forget, like, subscribe to the channel, like the video, ding the notification bell if you want to know when we're posting more Dragon Ball Super content. Probably going to do an updated version of my Universe 7 deck going this week. I'm really excited for this game. Hopefully you guys are too. Hopefully you guys are excited for the content we're doing with this game. So have a great night, everybody. Stay safe out there, and go play some Dragon Ball Super. Bye.